I have to say, I couldn't even be bothered to read all of this. I know that sounds dreadful, but I am so fed up with study after study after study and being told you can eat it, you can't eat it. Have some red wine, don't have some red wine, have butter, don't have butter.
Boring.
And I've really, you know, when I was younger, I would be reading all of that and going, oh, I mustn't eat that anymore, must eat more of that. And I don't do it now. I'm so fed up with it. I just eat what I like. Yeah. I think a little of what you like, fancy, does you good. Everything in moderation, which is so boring, because if you put that headline on a health magazine, you know, the everything in moderation diet, nobody would buy it.
But they do say here that a third of all disease globally is caused by poor diet. So you've got to eat the right food. You've got to eat healthily. But we've had, over the last 10 years, things like eat 5 a day, and the government wasted millions on that Fit for Life website with happy dancing vegetables and do this, do that, do that. We took absolutely no notice.
And then they changed it, didn't they? They went from 5 to 7 and then back again or something
like
at some
with
point.
units of alcohol's been up, down, and then I read in the paper today, well, if you're old, you know, women, 2 glasses of wine a day and you might as well, you know, you're looking death in the face.
That's me in trouble then.
That's me in trouble, exactly. Mind you, if you get over 70, you drink your wine. Have a nice day. I think all of this has got to be taken in proportion, hasn't it? I mean, the salt thing's another one. I got so worried about salt. I got all that salt with low sodium in it. And I think, what difference is it making?
But then when you think about it, before you did that, you probably weren't eating too much salt anyway. It's just that you read it and then go, oh, maybe I'm eating too much salt, I must have this. So are you affected by these kind of studies?
There is so much food studies now, and especially if we go back to computers and phones, you can look up anything. But you have to use your own sense and your own judgment, I think, about what you want to believe and what you don't. I do think the problem is now with something like this, and you can tell, because all of us today, when we read that, went, ugh.
Another one.
You know, I think people just are to the point where they go, do you know what, I don't know anymore, so I'm just going to eat what I want when I want to eat it.
You know what, I think... Yeah. The thing is, we are all confused by these messages, but I think, you know, we say, oh, we don't know what to believe anymore. We do know. We know what's healthy. We know how we feel when we eat. We know what we're supposed to eat. We know what we... You know, I think that we just have to listen, without sounding like some yogi, you know, I think just listen to your body. You know how you feel when you eat too much of something or not, and just enjoy yourself, eat what you want.
But what's happened in modern society is that people imagine that they're intolerant to all sorts of food because it makes them feel a little bit special. So, 20 years ago, people, you know, they ate bread, they drank milk. Now they're wheat and dairy intolerant.
Well, obviously, some people know, but I have to say that there obviously are people who do know that before you write into me.
No, I don't say that before you all tag me on Twitter or whatever. I fully accept that people have serious medical conditions, which means they are intolerant to wheat and dairy, and I very much agree that is true. But there are not the number of people in this country who are intolerant. It's just not true.
But I was thinking
it's an imagined thing.
I was saying
it makes you feel a little bit different. So when you go, no bread for me, I'm intolerant.
Our parents, certainly my parents and definitely my grandparents, they didn't have any of this. They just ate. They just ate.
And by the way,
it's a whole different lifespan now, life balance now, because you know, you're talking about intolerance. You know, I'm intolerant to a lot of things, actually, I found out, and one of them was things like orange juice. And if I sat here and drank a whole cup of orange juice, my eyes would come out here. I've shown you pictures of when it happens. So it is real. I mean, there are, you know, your body does become very intolerant of things.
No, we do know that's very real, people with intolerances out there.
That applause wasn't really real, that was really rubbish. I thought it was raining.
Well done, Colleen.
They kind of agreed.
Well done, Colleen. Very strong. Very strong indeed.